The Veiled Age, Episode 1, The Forgotten Current. Before kings, before temples, and before written law, humans marked the world with patterns. Rivers trace paths through the earth, the stars trace paths across the sky, and the cycles of birth, growth, and death marked the rhythm of life. Somewhere in that rhythm moved the sacred feminine, subtle, persistent, a current encoded in the shapes of the body, the rhythms of the land, and the stories humans told themselves to remember what mattered most. Look closely at the human body. The uterus, with its twin fallopian tubes curving outwards, forms a shape remarkably similar to the horns of a ram or goat. Viewed symbolically, this simple form mirrors the bull of Taurus in the sky. The crescented horns, the rounded body, the central life force. Even the Taurus, the universal donut-shaped energy field, follows the same flowing, circular pattern echoing the movement of creation. Perhaps the earliest sacred symbols were drawn not from conquest or power, but from careful observation of life, growth, and female form. The body itself became the template for sacred imagery. In Çatalhöyük, nearly 10,000 years ago, rooms were decorated with repeated figures, full-bodied woman, abstract curves, and traces of cattle. Scholars debate their meaning. Were they fertility symbols, guardians of the hearth? Or did they encode something deeper, an acknowledgement that the patterns of life and the cosmos are inseparable, embodied in the female form and mirrored in the earth and stars? Beyond Europe, we find similar patterns. In Nubia, the lion-headed epidemic sometimes bears horns, a symbol of power, but perhaps also of fertility, of cosmic creation. In South America, horned serpents in creation myths guard rivers and forests. In North America, horned spirits mediate life and death, often tied to fertility and natural balance. Across continents, these horned forms echo the curves of the uterus, the crescented horns of Taurus, and the toroidal flow of energy, a subtle but consistent recognition of life's generative power. The sky reinforces the connection. Taurus dominated the night during the Neolithic, rising with the seasons that guided planting, harvest, and survival. Lunar crescents curl like the tubes of the womb. The heavens themselves mirror the shapes of life, fertility, and creation. It is as if the cosmos encoded the same message humans observed in their bodies and the world around them. Life flows in cycles, always returning, always generative. Even our architecture preserves these shapes. Look at the Ionic columns. Its volutes spiral like twin crescents, echoing both the uterus and the horns, subtly weaving the sacred feminine into the structure of the temple itself. These curves appear in altars, shrines, and ceremonial objects across time, from Anatolia to Greece, a quiet but persistent acknowledgement of the same cosmic and biological patterns repeated in stone and ritual. Then, the myths begin to twist. Gilgamesh confronts the bull of heaven. Mithras pierces the sacred bull. The Minotaur is trapped and slain. Across these tales, a force once honored as life becomes adversary. Could these myths reflect a suppression of the feminine current? The principle of creation itself reframed and hidden? Perhaps the stories were never lies, only protective allegories encoding knowledge in shape, symbol, and ritual. Standing today before these remnants, we are left with questions now. Why did so many cultures encode life and creation in horns, crescents, and toroidal flows? Why were these symbols later rewritten into tales of conquest? Perhaps the first temples were never stone but flesh, cycle and observation, an acknowledgement of life's pulse, the toroidal flow of creation, and the hidden feminine current that persists even beneath myth and history. If we look closely at stars, cycles, symbols, and columns, we may glimpse what the earliest people understood. Life itself is sacred. Creation is cyclical and flowing. And the feminine current has never truly disappeared. It waits in plain sight for us to recognize it again.